This is everything I ate in a day, trying to eat as much pumpkin as possible. We started out with a high protein breakfast with cottage cheese pumpkin pancakes, which in addition to the pumpkin and cottage cheese also had warming spices, eggs, a little bit of sugar and vanilla. And once I got the batter mixed up for those, I started cooking them on my cast iron, and since the batter was really thick, I really had to work to spread them out into a pancake. The first one was a little tricky to flip, but once I got the system going, it went a lot smoother. Brian and I demolished these pancakes. They were just delicious. And topped with a little butter and maple syrup, these are definitely going to be a staple in my fall breakfast routine. For lunch, I made some smoky chipotle chickpeas. And to get them started, I sauteed some onion and garlic and then added cumin, coriander, and a little bit of chili powder. And then added tomatoes, some chipotles and adobo, and the pumpkin puree. And I let that cook to let the flavors start to come together. I was kind of, though the flavors are different, cooking this almost like a chana masala. So then I added the chickpeas and just a splash of water. And then I had tatsoi in the fridge that I needed to use up, so I added that, but you could use spinach and that would probably work better because it would wilt faster. And I served these chickpeas with some yogurt to help balance out the smoke and the heat of the chipotles. And these were good, but next time I would use less tomatoes and more pumpkin. And next I mixed up the filling for my coconut pumpkin pie, and this recipe is available on my blog. I'll link it in the description below. And this is my go-to pumpkin pie. The coconut milk pairs so well with the warming spices. It really is so good. This is the only pumpkin pie I make. I never make regular pumpkin pie after I develop this recipe. And once the filling was mixed up, I just poured it into a already par-baked crust and then just put it in the oven for about an hour. And then for dinner, I made a red curry pumpkin udon noodle soup, which was just, it was so good. It was the best thing I made the whole day. I started out sauteing some onion with some chopped ginger and garlic, and then added red curry paste and let that cook for a couple of minutes before adding coconut milk, the pumpkin, and a splash of water. I also, to balance out the flavors, added a bit of brown sugar and soy sauce and finished it off with some fresh lime juice. And then I cooked some frozen udon noodles and added them to a bowl along with a handful of tatsoi, but again, you could use spinach and it would probably work better. And ladled the hot pumpkin curry broth on top, let the heat from the broth wilt the tatsoi, and I would rate this like 100 out of 10. This was my favorite thing I ate the whole day. It really just hit all of the flavor notes. And if you want to try these recipes out for yourself, check out the caption of this video and you'll find a link to download all of the recipes, and I hope you love them as much as I do.